Pigweed here. Today we review an IPA and talk about all of the foreign fans in America for the World Cup. Oh, good evening.
Hey, good evening, Pigweed. How about some beer and conversation?
That sounds good. What are we drinking?
Well, we're drinking a 120-minute Dogfish Head IPA.
Okay, you'll have to explain that, my
Okay,
friend.
we'll get to that. Okay, so what's on your mind?
Well, World Cup is here. We're hosting, so there's more attention than normal.
Right.
Well, probably not other years. Probably hardly hear about it at all. But it's in the United States mostly.
Yeah?
With our northern and southern friends.
Right.
And my feed just became filled with not soccer scores, but foreign soccer fans saying, "Gosh, I'm having such a good time here."
Yeah.
And this is not at all what I expected. And so let's talk about some of those reactions.
It's an interesting thing, yeah. All right, so that's a good story. Now, how about the Dogfish Head 120 minutes? So what does 120 minute mean?
Right.
Right.
So, there's a standard pattern in the homebrew community anyway.
Right. Yeah.
Of your bittering hops are in for 60, and then your other hops are in the middle, and your flavor hops, and then aroma hops at the end.
And so you're basically boiling it for 60 minutes.
For 60 minutes.
Right, yeah. And they have a 60-minute IPA.
They do, and they have a 90.
And they have a 90, and they have a 120. So what does that mean? If you're doubling the time that you're spending boiling, obviously you're boiling away a bunch of water and making a more concentrated solution.
Yes,
right?
and what you're but to have to drive up to have the hops for that long, you can get a lot of bitterness, which needs to be balanced out by lots of malts.
Yes.
And you get those extra malts, and that just is going to give you more starches for the yeast to eat. And
and it gets a higher ABV.
And more booze.
That's right. So, what are we looking for here?
Well, so 5 years ago, I didn't realize it was that long ago, I said, this 120, it's at least $30 for a 4-pack.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these are expensive beers, and you're drinking them at home. I said, darn it, it's my birthday, and I'm going to treat myself to a 4-pack, and I got a fresh 4-pack. I brought it home, I cracked it open, poured it, and I was like,
yuck.
I'm not sure I can finish this thing.
Yeah.
This is my big treat to myself. I didn't even want Mrs. Pigweed to know that I had spent that much money on 4 beers.
Yeah.
But I'm going to enjoy it so much, but I didn't.
No. And the problem is that a lot of these beers, these high-octane beers, when you first get them, they have too much heat on them. They haven't mellowed out. They're just too. It's like drinking gasoline. I mean, it's not like drinking gasoline, but it's
pretty harsh.
It's pretty harsh. And when you give it some time to age, they mellow out.
And
the
what
flavors.
is it? And they even tell you right there.
Okay, 2021.
It says, no. It says.
It says age as well.
Age as well.
It certainly
Good
does.
advice.
Yes.
You don't need to.
Certain beers you do not want to age, but these anything over 7-8% is going to age.
Yes, and I know people. My beer cellar isn't looking that great. I got 4 over there on the shelf, but I know people who will buy something like this, buy a 4-pack every year, and then each year they drink 3, 4, 5-year-old beers and just cycle them through. And so it wasn't long ago that we had an 18% beer. This is 18%.
This is 18%.
This is 18% by Dogfish Head. The other 18 was
Double Dog or Flying Dog.
Flying Dog.
But it's similar.
Yeah.
It's similar. This one actually doesn't taste quite as molassesy as the Flying Dog did. But they both got that very warm malt flavor, and they've got that you can taste the booze in the background, but not in a bad way.
Right.
And you don't get no hop aroma at all.
No, you don't. In fact, your normal IPA is best for you to drink it fresh. Mm-hmm. Within the first 3 months, because the hops start to fade. So in this case, the hop aroma has faded, but the bitterness of the bite of the booze
has faded also. That's right.
And it makes for a nice.
So get yourself a Dogfish Head 120 minute.
Do not drink it.
Stick it in the basement and wait at least 2 years. At least 2 years. This one's what? 5.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. You don't need to wait 5.
You don't need to wait 5, but you do need to wait at least a year. At least a year, and
one
better.
You're probably okay.
2 is better. 2 is better.
Well, we did the Bourbon County Stout. We did a fresh and a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And it was
quite a difference.
Clearly better.
Yeah.
Clearly
better. It's going to age well, as it says on the bottle. Ages well.
Ages well.
All right. So World Cup. What are we talking about the World Cup?
So yes, it's World Cup, and I think we've been great hosts, and I've watched a lot of World Cup. It's been very exciting. Well, not that exciting, but I've been excited about the event.
How many total goals have there been in the entire World Cup? Like 3?
Okay, maybe about 30. So yeah, that's one of your objections.
Yes.
Yes. Well, let me make the case for the World Cup.
Okay.
A case for the World Cup is my case for the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Not 6 months ago, I watched downhill snowboard racing.
Mm-hmm.
I watched speed skating.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the biathlon.
Yeah.
Skiing and shooting.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed to say I watched curling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So it's not my love of the sport of any of these.
Yes.
It's the fact that, we have this international event, seeing different fans and languages interacting, to see what does a ski town look like in northern Italy, the Alps of northern Italy.
Yeah.
Seeing a group of Winter Olympic athletes from Kazakhstan,
right,
who will win 0 medals, totally jacked because they're there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I see the World Cup. Like, not so much my love of the sport. I don't even watch hockey.
Yeah.
But you bet I watched the American Olympic hockey.
Mm-hmm.
My meme would be I heart World Cup / I heart soccer. You know what I mean? Like they're not equated.
Yeah.
And so just now, that's the game in the stadiums. But now we move to the fans' reaction.
Yeah, I want to reflect a bit on what you said there, because one thing about like the Olympics and the World Cup and any of these high level competitions is you're looking at human excellence at a amazing level.
Right.
Only the tiniest percentage of people can compete at that level.
Absolutely.
You're talking about the cream of the cream.
Even curling.
Yeah, even curling. That's right. When you see these guys in the World Cup, or you see the downhill skiers or these people are people who've trained for decades.
For this moment.
Yeah, and they are the absolute top. And there's something compelling simply about that. Just seeing this. Like, I don't particularly like, oboe music, but if somebody who's really, really good on the oboe, you can just say, wow, this person is just really doing an amazing job with that. And same thing with soccer. I told somebody that I wasn't really into soccer, and they thought that I was dissing the athleticism. No, not at all. These guys are amazing athletes. They're in incredible form. They're very, very skilled. They're very, very athletic. But I just don't like the game.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what I found.
Yeah.
I've watched many, many games on YouTube where they give you between a 15 and a 20 minute encapsulation.
Okay.
Because right, so the game is 2 hours long. Really, there's only about 15 good minutes.
And they give you that.
They give you that. I loved it.
Do you remember the Monday night redo of the Redskins games?
Back in the olden days?
Yeah, back in the olden days. It'd be like from 7:30 on a Monday night. They would just show you the highlights in a half an hour.
Perfectly.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I like watching football, but that was like intense. They just take the best plays and put them on that. But so, yeah, I'd like that would be good for soccer.
Yeah, so
trim out.
That.
You know how I would improve soccer?
Right.
Get rid of the goalie.
No, you can't get rid of the goalie. But I tell you what, how I would improve soccer is I don't see why a shootout should determine the game at the end. To me, that's what I would pull the goalie until somebody scores. At least you're still playing the actual game. And I heard a good analogy. Yeah. They're going, what if it's the World Series? It's tied in the ninth, and so we're going to have a home run derby.
Yeah,
because it's just one aspect of the game is hitting the ball over the fence. Yeah. Just like one aspect is kicking the. So I don't like the shootouts. I don't like that many of them, or so many games are determined by that.
Well, we're straying from our topic here.
Because our topic is the inadvertent joy of the fan having a regular American experience.
Yes. And the reason they're freaking out and are so excited about this is because they've been systematically lied to in Europe and other countries.
They're like, we've been lied to. We were told that that it was going to be dangerous and that Americans don't like soccer and the people are not friendly and it's going to be so expensive.
Yes. Yes.
Just because, because the European media is as anti-American as the American media.
That's right.
And they all live in their own bubbles where they say, well, everybody I know hates America. Well, because you're a journalist or a politician who gets your voice out. Yeah. But guess what? How about when regular people just talk to regular people?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. And you know what happens? They love it here.
So I love this quote. If you want to learn to hate America, watch the news.
Yeah.
If you want to learn to love America, come to America.
Exactly.
Yes. And these people are freaking out over Buc-ee's. And
so I got some categories here.
Okay.
Yes. Just delicious food.
Yes.
I mean, just things that we just take for granted. Or
brisket. Or
to see like a Japanese guy or a guy from Scotland with this gigantic brisket in front of them in Texas barbecue that's been cooking for 14 hours and just dropping the food on the plate in front of them and realize their lives have changed.
Yeah.
So there's just barbecue, got biscuits and gravy. Even fast, like going to Waffle House at 2 a.m. Ranch dressing was a big thing.
I know ranch. I saw this guy, back to the barbecue. I saw this guy who said, everybody told me it would be dangerous and, I'd be threatened all the time. He said, the only time I felt threatened was when they asked if I wanted my barbecue spicy.
that French guy.
I
love that French guy.
Yeah.
He says, I have been told, have a blessed day so many times, I think I converted to something. He's very funny. Yeah. So then they get to, stay on food, right, ranch dressing.
What, did they not have ranch dressing?
No, these guys are smuggling ranch dressing home. Yeah. Then we get to portion sizes.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And free refills. They're like blown away by
people are completely amazed by. You know what people have told me is that Europeans, they don't put ice in their drinks.
And ice.
What's the problem? Don't you know how to make ice?
I mean, you already paid $2.50 for 4 cents worth of soda. They can't fill that again?
I know. Ice, refills, free refills.
So they said before you order, some of the best bread I've ever had is like Texas Roadhouse. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or
and
chips,
it's free.
Chips and salsa.
Right, just for free.
Before you even order.
Here you go. Sit down. There's some chips and salsa.
They're having their minds blown. I saw a British guy, right? Fish and chips. That is their go-to over there. They don't have catfish. He's eating catfish, and then he puts a little bit on. I don't know why you would do this combination, or maybe that is a thing in the South. Cheesy grits.
Oh.
On the same bite as the catfish, and it was just like 30 seconds of him closing his eyes and shaking his head. Mind blown.
Why can't we have food like this? Or why can't we have air conditioning?
Why can't we have air conditioning? And they go into you can't even have air conditioning in your tiny apartment, and then you get into a Walmart or something with 40-foot ceilings.
Yeah.
And it's freezing in there.
Yeah. Now, I made a post on LinkedIn and asked my European friends, so while you're debating whether people can have air conditioning, are you building energy-hungry data centers?
Ooh. Right. So you're saving energy over here so that everybody has to
suffer. Yeah. And Pope Francis came out against air conditioning a while ago. What a bunch of weirdos.
Yeah. I'm sure there's no air conditioning in the Vatican.
So I like some of these quotes. I was looking up what was the European press saying about America before any of this kind of stuff happened. So there's talks about the glamour and glitz of Hollywood makes way for the ugliness of troops on the streets and masked militias scouring them.
I love it.
The European press just says all these horrible things. Middle America's jarring attachment to guns, private health, and the death penalty. Europeans choose to ignore them. These people are not like us. The absence of restraint or propriety is matched by the administration's boastful contempt for the international law. And so people read all this garbage about how America's so terrible, and then they come over here and people are calling them sir and saying have a blessed day and being polite to them. And they're like, what the heck? Where did this come from?
Yes, we have been lied to. Now, so it's back to massive stores.
Yeah.
So, yes, Walmart, blown away. Mm-hmm. Costco, the guy going through this, he's like, 14 croissants for $7? This is the greatest bakery I've ever seen. This is a French guy.
That's right. In a Costco.
In a Costco.
A Costco.
Now, they must be in Texas for these Bass Pros. Because our Bass Pro is kick-ass, but it's nothing. These things are 2 floors.
Wow.
They have escalators. They take these Norwegian guys, and they're, that big tank that they...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. That's garbage. This thing is like underground. The Norwegian mind is just losing
Can't believe it. Yeah.
Now,
well, you know that was...
hold on, because I'm going to need you to help me out here. I've been to like that Rudders in Pennsylvania, those truck stops that seemingly have everything.
Yeah.
But everybody's going gaga over Buc-ee's.
Well, I mean,
can you help me a little
I can understand
because
I'd never been to Buc-ee's until last year.
You're right.
Because it's a
Alabama?
southern thing. Yeah. It's just Alabama. It's a southern thing. So Mrs. Crowhill had heard about Buc-ee's from some of her friends, and we said, okay, we got to stop. So we stop at Buc-ee's. It's a gas station plus a Walmart.
Right.
With like everything you can imagine.
I saw them serving brisket.
Yes, they had amazing brisket sandwiches.
You bought some beer.
Yes, I got some beer, and I bought the brisket sandwich, and it was very good. I mean, this is not like going to a gas station by the side of the road in Pennsylvania and getting a pickled egg. No, you go in there, and they've got everything.
So I saw an Australian guy, ranting about how much he loves America with his Buc-ee's hat on.
Right.
Guys in Buc-ee's t-shirts.
I know.
They just think.
Yeah. I know.
I didn't know.
Well,
I didn't know.
Did you know that this was actually a big trick of the CIA when they were trying to get Russians to defect? They just take them to a grocery store. Like, wait a minute, you have actually fresh produce that's not stinking and rotten.
Right, you're not staying all day in a bread line.
You've got all this food on the shelves, just sitting there. Yeah. So for a long time, the left has been telling us we need to be more like Europe.
Yes.
And my attitude all along has been no. Europe needs to be more like the United States.
And this international psyop has sold the Europeans. I'm surprised we had enough people come here. Because they've been told how so brainwashed by their own media, and all I'm seeing is
it's amazing.
People just loving it. What I like the massive road systems and overpasses and huge trucks. Our stadiums. We don't really make a big fuss about what our stadiums look like or spend a lot of time with the aerial view or just like admiring the stadiums themselves until Europeans come in and go, I mean, I'm sure they think that they have the best stadiums because they care more about their soccer than we do, but they're in our football stadiums.
Yeah.
And
they can't believe it.
They can't believe it.
But how about, I saw one video about this guy saying college sports in England is like some bunch of people playing and like 3 people watching.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And then in American college sports, you get this full stadium. You got a marching band. You've got a flyover. You've got
cheerleaders.
You got cheerleaders. You've got fireworks. Like all this stuff, and they're going, "What in the world?"
Right. So here's this German guy. He says, "I fell in love tailgating before the sporting events. We don't have the atmosphere is beautiful. Everyone invites you to their truck, gives you food and drinks. We made so many new friends. I can totally see that.
I know.
That's that tailgating thing, which could happen anywhere.
Yeah.
But I'm sure because we're a welcoming people, like the Scots come through,
Right.
and Americans are just going to give them.
So I was down in Florida, probably maybe the first time I was vacationing in Florida in Cocoa Beach. And I remember being down on the beach, and I walk up to these guys. They're sitting there on the beach drinking beer. And I said, "You're allowed to have beer?" Because, in the People's Republic of Maryland, you can't do that. But in Florida, you can drink beer on the beach. I said, "You can drink beer?" And they said, "Yeah, come on over. Let me give you a couple." That's the American spirit. You go to a tailgate thing, you could walk around to somebody you don't even know, and they're going to give you a beer and a sandwich.
Now, it's aimed at, right. Even if you're just an American for the opposing team.
Right.
But if in this spirit of welcoming foreigners,
yes,
100% they found the politeness, the people paying off their tabs,
right,
people buying rounds.
Yeah.
They're saying they're seeing it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the other thing. This is frankly sad. That chit-chatting with a stranger, like while you're in line,
right?
They find that a little weird.
Yes, because in Europe, in certain places in Europe, you don't make eye contact. You don't say anything to anybody. You put on a sort of a bitch face, when you're getting on the bus. It is very sad. Like in America, you walk by, you say hi, how are you? Have a good day. You're polite.
You're standing in line, and you're just standing there. You might as well chit chat about something, right, while you're waiting. This French guy says, "And here everyone smiles. In France, people have only smiled at me 5 times. Twice was my mother." So 5 years ago when we were in high school, there was a guy, Dave, who was fresh off the boat from England, who went to our high school.
Yeah.
And I immediately glommed onto the guy just because I just wanted to hear his perspective and whatever. And I remember that, even all the way back to high school 5 years ago, him saying that he was disarmed by somebody just smiling and nodding when you pass him on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
What? That's I know. What are you guys doing over there?
What kind of a creepy culture do you have where people don't smile and say hi to each other?
Yes.
Like, what is wrong with you?
Then when you go down south, it's even worse. I
know.
remember I was on a motorcycle trip. I was in Mississippi. Now, when we get to the counter, it's very common for you to say, "Hi, how you doing?"
Yeah, right.
I walk into the gas station. The cash register is on the other side, and somebody says, "Hi, how you doing?" I'm like, who? It's like you can't even get through the door before somebody's giving you a kind greeting in the South.
That's right.
And they're blown away by that.
I know. So I like this. We owe you a big apology.
Yes.
We were led to expect a hostile, dangerous, joyless, politically deranged country, and instead, we found a place that was friendlier, safer, and more exuberant and more normal than advertised.
That captures the spirit of all of these.
It's amazing.
There were people getting choked up.
Yeah.
There were people saying they don't want to go home.
Yeah.
I've got this one. So that's. Oh, let me see where I am. How about natural beauty?
Right.
And. Well, these are two different things, but the other was flags and patriotism everywhere.
Right, yeah. Everybody in Europe is ashamed of their country. We're proud of our country.
And they're like, thank God for, you being so proud of
a hot dog for $1.50 at Costco. This just totally blows them away. Like, how is this possible? You can get a hot dog for $1.50.
Yes.
Large portions, large items at stores. I saw this guy picking up a container of 60 eggs. What? You can buy 60 eggs at the same time?
Yeah.
Right? Clean cities. Okay, I saw this one. This was really sad. I think this guy was from South Africa. And he's walking through the town, and there are squirrels running by. And he's like, look at this. This is paradise. These squirrels aren't being eaten by savages.
No, the South African guy is just like a refugee farmer.
Yeah.
So he's not here for the World Cup. But I totally, this South African guy, it breaks my heart how amazed he is by simple safety and beauty and cleanliness. He's just that things are well maintained and are unvandalized.
Right.
Is that a word?
Yes.
Or the fact that he's in Home Depot and there's all that stuff out front that you can just leave stuff.
That nobody's going to just steal.
Nobody's going to say. He'll just go through a park and go, look at this. The benches aren't vandalized. There's a father and son over there fishing. He's just so excited about the simplest things, which says so much about where he came from.
Yeah, it does.
And,
it does.
God bless that
everybody
guy.
holds the door for you. Everybody calls you sir. Just things that we take for granted. That and what this really says to me is all this talk about how great Europe is.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, nothing destroys a political narrative faster than millions of visitors with smartphones. Turns out reality is a terrible business model for propaganda.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he says, then, just think about how small any country is. So I looked, Germany is like 400 miles wide and 500 miles north to south.
So like Pennsylvania. Or
right. It's like, and so this gal here is like, when I say this is the best country in the world, I mean it. You can get anything here. Patriotic people, endless activities, an all-in-one country. New York skyscrapers, Utah deserts, Colorado mountains, Florida beaches without crossing a single border. Insane. I wish I was born here.
Yeah.
America, the land of unmatched freedom, opportunity, and variety, the greatest experiment in human history. Never apologize for her.
Yeah, and we shouldn't. And that's, this is one reason why a lot of people love Trump, is because Trump loves America and doesn't apologize for America. And Trump is the guy who's going to say, no, we're better. We are. And, you guys think you're so great. No, you're not so great.
As opposed to the apology tour.
You're right. Exactly. And there's a lot bad you can say about Trump, but that's one thing. He loves America and he promotes America. And so I guess my question is, what was the incentive of the European press to lie so consistently and for such a long time about America? Why were they doing that?
Yeah. Is that rhetorical, or you?
No, well, I mean,
I'll answer it.
Go ahead. Yeah, give me an answer.
They're commies.
Yes, they want to hide the fact that freedom, representative democracy, our system of government, where people are armed, where there are free markets, that produces this amazing culture.
100%.
Yeah, and so they don't want to fess up to that. So they want you to believe that no, you need the government. You need socialism.
Air conditioning and 32-ounce sodas are forms of oppression.
Well, not good for you, sodas, the soda part, but still, it's not oppression. It's like that's what people want, so we can sell it to them.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we don't have some nanny, except in New York City, we don't have some nanny looking over our shoulder saying you can't do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, then there was a guy. All right. So, the thing is, they're not going to the icons of American tourism. It's not like, here I am in front of the Hollywood sign. Here I am
at Dollywood.
At
Disney
Times
World.
Square.
Right,
So it's just this Australian guy in a Buc-ee's hat. He he just couldn't believe this. I don't know where he is, but it's definitely a small town. Having the best day of his life. So he hits a bucket of balls. I don't think he's ever done that before. Yeah. Stops at a roadside barbecue.
Right.
You know, maybe he's like...
Is this guy went to the lemonade stand?
A church chicken fair.
Okay.
Well, maybe. He goes to a little league field.
Right.
And he's...
Yes.
And he is... there's pop-up tents everywhere.
Right.
There's food stands. I mean, like the whole town.
Right.
Is
coming out for the Little League.
There are more people here than for the Australian Grand Prix. And he just thought it was the most wholesome. I mean, these are the people that hold communities together.
Yeah.
And he is just amazed that because he's seen all this in movies, and he's like, it's just like a movie.
Yeah. And this really sad thing about that is there are certainly pockets in America where that is so strong, where the Little League draws all these people, and the high school football game draws all these people.
Yeah, that Friday night is a big deal.
But we're losing that, and we can't lose that. This is what makes America great. And we need to listen to what the Europeans are saying, and everybody from everywhere else in the world. We need to listen to what they're saying and saying, look, this is what makes us great. The hospitality, the friendship, the having things open, the free refills for drinks, the going out to the Little League game, the all
high
this
trust
stuff.
society.
High trust society, yes. That's what we have, and we can't lose it.
And yes, and they've already given theirs away.
Yes.
And they're amazed to see it here, plus the natural beauty. Now, I think of... I saw some posts of like somebody taking a picture of the stadium like an hour before the game and going, nobody shows up. This is going to be the worst World Cup ever. Why does the left want to see America fail?
Because America represents all these great things, and they don't
freedom.
like that. They want Hillary and her committee of socialists to run things and tell us what to do. They don't want freedom. They don't want free markets. They don't want people to be able to do their own thing. They want to control everybody. And so,
but what if you took this hateful, you're going to hate the World Cup because Donald Trump is president, and don't go to the reflecting pool because it's not going to be beautiful, and because we're going to tear it up. I mean, somebody who would commit a crime to poison the reflecting pool just so it would reflect poorly on the president, just to say that America is bad. Do you think that person could go with that Australian guy to a small town, Little League environment, and get some barbecue chicken and enjoy the wholesome American event with flags flying in everywhere? Are they?
No, because they're so brainwashed. They're so stuck in this mentality that all this stuff is oppressive and bad. And
so a pleasant small town event would just be triggering.
Yeah. I think so.
And
I think so for a lot of these people.
And then so you have millions of fans who, you know what, they probably don't give a crap about their own government and hate their own media. And they're just like, I'm a normal soccer fan, and I'm just going to go to America and try to enjoy a game. And they're like, what do you know? Next thing you know, there's a Korean gal on a mechanical bull in Texas. And everybody's
losing their mind.
Losing their minds with how much fun it is and how much they
and how great America is.
So they're just losing their This has been the greatest postcard of American greatness. The postcard's not allowed in Europe.
It's soft power.
Well,
Trump pushed for having the World Cup in America. And this is the kind of soft power that we're showing the world how great America is and how great American values are and why you should emulate what we're doing here. And what did it cost us? However much it cost us to build all these stadiums or whatever we had to do to get the World Cup here, it's absolutely been worth it. Because it's been showing American values to the rest of the world, and they're now going back to Europe saying, why can't we have air conditioning?
Can I get a little ice here?
Exactly. Why can't I get a free refill of the soda?
I'm not asking for catfish.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Just the soda that costs you 2 cents. Why can't you refill my soda glass with the 2 cents worth of soda?
Well, you don't have the technology for that,
right?
Or what is it?
You're too stupid,
surly waiter. How about a little politeness?
Exactly.
No, I think it might have done more. And you know what? Gosh, I'm so glad that Trump did not win the last election, because he was president for the World Cup and America 250, and we've got the Olympics in 2 years.
Oh, wow.
We're hosting again. And,
right. Yeah.
And
once again,
can you imagine?
Once again, people are going to come to America and say, wow.
This is a great place.
This is a great
Not
place.
only, but if Harris was in charge, the entire America 250 would be about slavery.
Right. Yeah.
And
whenever somebody came to the United States, we'd be apologizing.
Welcome to America. Sorry for being
sorry,
garbage.
it's so terrible. Yeah. All right. So, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of soccer, but I'm a huge fan of what this has done for the image of America, and what it ought to do is get Americans to be grateful for what they have and to try to preserve what we have.
All right. Since you said you're a great soccer fan, I give you a soccer quiz.
All right. Okay.
In the 100 years, only 8 countries have won the World Cup. Begin.
Wait, what? In 100 years? How can that be?
Well, many teams have won multiple times.
Oh, that's what you're asking.
Countries.
Only 8 countries have won multiple times.
8 countries have won. In the 25 winners, they're comprised of 8 countries.
Oh, okay.
There's not a different country every year.
Okay. So who are they?
Yes. Who would you think are the soccer powerhouses of the last 100 years?
I would guess a lot of South America.
Okay.
Like Peru.
Nope.
No. Argentina.
Argentina is good for 3.
Okay. All right. And there's probably like a France in there.
There's a small contingent of France. That's actually 1.
Okay. Okay.
But that's 2 of the 8.
Now, I would say I think the USA won on the women's side a couple of times.
I don't care about that.
Okay. So, Brazil.
Brazil 5.
5.
Brazil got 5 of the 25. They're actually the only 5er.
Okay.
I got a couple more. I got a couple of 4s.
Couple of 4s.
I got Germany for 4.
Yeah.
I've got France for. Or you said France. I got Italy for 4.
Yeah.
So I sent it out to my sons, and they did. They finally took them a little bit of work. They got 7, but they did not get Uruguay. In 1930 and 1950. England won. Spain won, and I think that's all of our 8.
Okay.
And so,
wow.
But this year I am looking at.
Who's going to win?
I would love to see England versus Norway in the final, except they're playing now. They're playing in early rounds. So.
Okay, well,
I'm sorry to see that. I would say so. My top, I don't know anything, but I would say I'm rooting for in order: England, Norway, Argentina.
Norway, they're doing that rowing thing.
Oh, I know the rowing thing. They're loving it so much. Gosh, the Scots were the funnest. Somehow they organize their own parades through Boston, and I don't know how they closed down streets, got permits or whatever. I mean, how do you fly over here with bagpipes and big giant drums? But my favorite story was that they had to make an emergency beer run because the Scots drank all the beer in a bar in Boston. But you know what they didn't do? Creating destruction. They didn't,
right.
You know what I mean? It's not like the Moroccans or whatever, destroying everything in France because their team won. Yeah. No. Just good.
What is that when people go out and destroy things because they win?
Because their team won. Let's set a car on fire. Good times.
All right. So, to all you Europeans out there, welcome here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the nice words.
Yes, and spread the word.
I'm sure
you will.
Yes, spread the word.
And take home some ranch dressing.
Cheers. Thanks so much for listening. Be sure to like this video and share it with your friends.
Blue suit in the sunshine.